Welcome to another adventure of Hemberry Farm, and I am going to share with you I guess it's like a week's worth of babysitting a baby bird, baby barn swallow. So if you've seen in recent Facebook posts or maybe even recent posts on YouTube, these barn swallows have made this nest up in my floodlights in the carport, and this is their second hatching this year, or this spring summer. And I looked up there one day and there was a bird hanging upside down, and I took a closer look at it, and it was wrapped around, held by a string, like a piece of fishing twine, and it was wrapped around another bird. And the bird that was hanging upside down was dead. So I guess it had strangled itself. So I was able to pull that dead bird down, and its sibling came down with it, and it was still alive, and the twine was wrapped around her neck. So when I rescued this little bird, all the siblings that were in that nest flew away. I guess they were ready to fly, and this one couldn't do anything because she had been held down by the dead weight of her dead sibling. So she stayed up in the nest for a couple days, and then she was out on the carport on the ground. She couldn't fly. I don't know if the string had done something to her head, like mentally, if it had done something to her shoulders, and she was unable to gain the motor skills from it. But I took care of the bird until she was able to be on her own. So here we go. It is so muggy out. I have never had a little bird close to me like this. This is a barn swallow. This is the second hatching that the barn swallow parents have had up there. And this little bird I looked up, and he had fishing twine wrapped around his neck. So his mom packed the nest full of fishing twine, and attached to that fishing twine was one of his siblings who had died because it got wrapped around his neck. Wish it would focus more. And he was holding, it was wrapped around his leg, and the dead baby bird was upside down hanging outside of the nest. So I pulled the dead baby bird, and he came with me, and I cut the fishing twine off his neck, and he hasn't been the same since. So he hasn't been able to fly for about 4 days. All the other birds are out there, and they're flying around looking for him, and I've been throwing them up in the air. But yeah, I mean, how often does this happen? So I'm gonna go, hi pretty bird, I'm gonna go put him back up in the nest, and the mama bird can sleep with him tonight. She slept with him last night. Him or her, whatever this is. Gosh, I don't know why my phone is not focusing. Oh, that's a perfect picture. Oh, I'm so tired. You gonna take a nap? You gonna take a nap on my finger? I'm still here. How about we go put you to bed? Look how sweet he is. I just can't get over this. This little baby barn swallow has been having a hard time learning how to fly. So I've been throwing it up in the air, going after it, and then throwing it up in the air again. He flies a little bit here and there, but See what I can do until it rains. Hi, little birdie. Come on. Come on. Darla, no. Come on. No. Buckshot, go. 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 Come on. And his parents are flying around. This is Mommy. You ready to go? You ready to go? Are you hungry, little one? You try and eat this? I know it's not a worm. There you go. Poor thing hasn't eaten all day. She's been sitting out here waiting for me. Gonna swallow it? My chickens eat it. You can eat it. Go ahead, I have another one. I need to finish that one first. Darla, go away. Come on, swallow. Oh, you lost it. Alright, let's try this one. Come on. How do baby birds get water? I'm more afraid that it hasn't drunken than it hasn't eaten. Come on. Come on. You didn't like it the first time? It's green. Darla, go away. Go. 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 Come on. You can eat this. Good girl. Boy, whatever you are. Baby bird is still up in the light fixtures. Last night I put him up there. And Mama bird joined him. So it's good to see that the family, even the siblings, the mother and the father, still hang around. When I was throwing the baby bird up into the air so he could get his practice flights in, the mommy and daddy birds were flying around, just being with the bird as it traveled. So when I threw the bird up into the air, it would fly a little bit and then glide down to the ground. So it can't stay up, and I don't know why. I don't know if it has something to do, maybe something to do with the lack of oxygen to the brain when it had the twine not wrapped around its neck. But yesterday, it got a lot of practice in there, so I'm waiting for the bird to, fly down, and I'll find him outside here on the carport somewhere.
hoping that, I've been keeping the dogs in just in case it does get down and starts going out into the yard, and my dogs will eat it. I don't want anything happening to this poor little thing. God loves the sparrows, right? He loves all of us just like the sparrows, and not one of them falls without him knowing. So I'm gonna try and get this bird back up to where it needs to be. So hopefully I can get him flying in the next day or two if he doesn't do it on his own. It's Wednesday morning, July 28th, and I think today will be the last day my little baby sparrow will be with me. And I went to go feed it this morning some hard-boiled eggs, and a couple bites last night, and went to bed. And I went this morning, and it flew out of the nest, and it went all the way over, like right on the property line for my neighbor. And then when I pulled it out of the bushes, it flew all the way back, and it was holding pretty strong, so I think she might be on her way out today. The parents are flying around, and the siblings are flying around. See, they're all up there, up on the wires, waiting for little baby bird to come out. Thank you for being a little part of my life. So my little barn swallow was still sitting on the little fence outside around 10 o'clock. And I went to go check on it and give it a little bit more egg. And it flew off, and she flew off into the back fence line. So I went off to her and picked her up and threw her up in the air to give her some more exercise, but I threw in the direction of my house. She took a hard right and then went into the tree line, so far up that I could not retrieve her. So little baby bird is off on her own now. I'm hoping the family is still with her, him, whatever it is. I haven't seen the parent barn swallows hanging out on my telephone line, so hopefully they're over on the next property with him, and she'll be all right. So all I know is he's in God's hands now. So it's Friday, 29th. Thank God it's Friday. Let me tell you, I'm so glad it's Friday. Got more rain coming. So since the baby birdie has flown off and started living her life independently, I've been keeping an eye on her, and she's been living in my trees out here. So when she flew up in this tree to a point where I couldn't reach her. And then I checked on her later that afternoon. She had flown over into a tree over there, still high enough to where I couldn't reach her. And yesterday, she's up in this tree, or she was up in this tree, and we had this torrential rainstorm last night, and I'm like, oh God, please let this little baby birdie be okay. Please give her shelter and whatnot. And she's still there. See if I can get a picture of her. I hear her. Oh, you see her fluttering? She's fluttering up there. I hear the parents flying around. There's one right there. She doesn't want to come down. She'll flutter her wings with excitement like, ah, my stepmom is here. But she doesn't want to come down. I told her I'd be happy to feed her some hard-boiled eggs, but yeah, I don't talk bird. I talk turkey.
Baby birdie has moved to the wire now.
See how he doesn't want to take off? She's still fluttering her wings. Parents are still around, so that's a good sign. I wish she would just come down. See all her family? What is going on down here? Oh, Julian, what are you doing? Poor Hans is getting it. Did you enjoy that? Oh, look at Shrek puffing up. What is this? Ring around the rosy? Oh, looks like... Hi, Jack. You coming back for more? See, she just doesn't want to fly. Unless she has to. I don't know how she got out of the tree, but at least she can keep her height up. What are you doing, Jack? Oh, goodness. She's flying. She's flying. Where are you going? Okay. Bye. Well, she went that way. Maybe she's coming back now. Baby birdie is still with me. You finally got your wings. Well, I hope she stays nearby. At least I'm glad she can fly now. What's up? What's up? You gonna puff? You gonna puff? You gonna puff? This will be it on the baby birdie video. I've done my job, at least what I would think God wanted me to do. So, like I said, I just hope she sticks around. Oh, it's making me tear up. My little baby's grown up. All in the course of like 4 or 5 days.